Data analysis is an attempt by action researchers to summarize collected data in a dependable and accurate way. It involves exploring data to uncover trends and patterns, as well as relationships, and to help keep bias away. In the following 3 excerpts, you will see students in local schools working together with their faculty to analyze data from a climate survey. It's from videos from YATST, Youth and Adults Transforming Schools Together.
Okay, so basically for this meeting, what we want to do is take the time that we have to just show you guys some of the data from our survey. So for each of the 4 different types of questions we had, rigor, relevance, relationship, and shared responsibility, we identified a couple strengths and a couple sort of gaps or concerns that we found in the data, and we have those on each of the tables. And so what we want to do is split you up into 5 groups, and we're going to do a chalk talk, which is basically just silent dialogue. So at your groups, you'll be at your tables, and there's markers, and you can write comments, and then respond to other people's comments, or write down anything that you think or feel when you see the data. And so you'll just sort of silently discuss with each other on the paper. You'll have about 4 minutes at each of the tables, and then you'll rotate. When we get back at the end, you'll get back to your original discussion, and you're going to brainstorm some themes that you see from after everyone's been to them, what they were talking about, what they said, things that you found that were interesting, and is there anything else in there? Possible actions. Oh, possible things, possible actions to where you think we should go from there, from what you see on the paper. So just keep in mind that this is totally silent. You don't need to say anything. Anything you have to say, you can just write on the paper.
Get everyone's attention, please. All right, so the next activity that we have planned is a chalk talk. And this is where we're going to start introducing the data that we found to all of you through it as quickly as possible.
And I do just want to mention, in terms of focusing questions, to really pay attention, some of the concerns that we identified were because of discrepancies between the data. So really focus on that and perhaps make some assumptions or hypotheses about why that might be the case, why it might be a large gap. So just focus on that in particular, but have fun with the data and survey.
It's like 88% of students thought that the stuff in school wasn't as relevant as it should be, and 96% of teachers thought that it should be more relevant to the students to make them more engaged. So both people want to just try and do something about it.
50% of the students believe that teachers encourage them to do their best, but 95% of the teachers believe that they encourage students to do their best. So I kind of see a lack of communication there.
5% of students disagree that teachers do not stereotype students as parts of a group, as 77% of teachers agree that they don't stereotype kids as part of a group. So I think there's a definite lack of communication, and we need to be able to fix that to be able to move on to their school.
In this 2-hour data analysis session, Twinfield Union students Review the data from the student and teacher surveys they just administered to get a baseline of rigor, relevance, relationships, and shared responsibility at their school. The goal of this session is to identify 1 to 2 major strengths and major concerns in each one of those domains. Now, teacher Mary Whalen introduces the task to the group.
11% strongly agree. Read the number, then go to the top of the column. So you really get in your head thinking about the percentages. It's a habit that after a while it will become easier. So don't feel overwhelmed at first by looking at the numbers and trying to interpret them. Really take your time to go ahead and go to the top of the column and say percent strongly agree or percent somewhat disagree.
If you'd like to see the full versions of each of these videos, you can go to Helen Beatty's YouTube channel, where she has other YATST videos in addition to the 3 that you've seen here. We encourage you to think of creative ways to include the students with whom you work to look at the data you've collected.